May we see your invitation?
Odd groups go to left, even groups go to right.
Master, I hope I served you well.
More dots, more dots.
Too soon.
What's up, you guys? This is Jasper, and today we're back with our second episode in our What About TBC series, and today we're going to be talking about the Aldor Faction. So, first off, let's go ahead and do a quick recap on what exactly the Aldors are. So the Aldors are a faction that are located within Shattrath City, which of course is kind of like in the center part of Outland in the Terrakar Forest area. And just like any other faction, they normally have their normal tiered system of reputation levels, starting at like neutral, friendly, honored, revered, and then finally exalted. So now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and look at what exactly you have to do to gain reputation with them, and then some of the things to highlight from the rep in terms of like rewards and stuff like that. Alright, so looking at the Aldor initially, there's a couple things I need to highlight. For one, Draenei characters, if you decide to align with them, you start friendly with them. However, if you are a Blood Elf and you decide to ally with them in TBC, you will actually start at the unfriendly tier level, which is basically just a tier right below neutral. So there will be some extra things that you'll have to do to get to Exalted, if that's what you choose to do. That's just something I wanted to highlight for all those Horde and Alliance characters out there, specifically from the races of Draenei and Blood Elf, if you decide to go with the Aldors. Regardless of race, faction, or class, you're going to be doing quite a bit of grinding to get to Exalted if that's what you would like to do. There are some things that are kind of set in the game to kind of help you get to that point, and these are drops from mobs. They can drop Mark of Kil'jaeden, the Mark of Sargeras, and the Fel Armaments. Quick note on these is the Mark of Kil'jaeden can only get you from neutral to honored. However, the other two, Mark of Sargeras and Fel Armaments, have the ability to get you all the way from neutral to exalted. And of course, you can always do the quests that are tied with the Aldor faction, which I would personally recommend, just because those also help you get from neutral to exalted. But now that that's out of the way, let's go and take a look at our first mark, and that is going to be the Mark of Kil'jaeden. Alright, so the Mark of Kil'jaeden, there's two places you can farm this at. The most reliable place is actually the Kil'Sarro Fortress and located within Nagran. There's three mobs that you can kill. One is the Kil'Sarro Death Swarm, there's the Kil'Sarro Cultist, and then we also have the Kil'Sarro Spellbinder. Sorry, I forgot their names. But these three mobs have the chance to drop the Mark of Kil'jaeden, and they're probably going to be heavily farmed. There is another spot in the Dread Waste area, but I can't figure out which mobs drop those, so I'm sorry about that. I've been researching this for like 2 hours and I can't figure out which mobs they're talking about. Alright, so the next mark is going to be the Mark of Sargeras. This actually has a little bit more information on it, thankfully, so I'm not having to like go on a wild goose chase to figure out where the hell I need to get these from. But if you're interested in these, they drop from a couple different areas. They have the Forge Camp, the Arklon Ruins, the Legion Hold in Shadowmoon Valley, and the Shadow Labyrinth, the Mechanar, and the Arcatraz Dungeons. So this probably isn't a bad idea to kind of tie in with your dungeon farming once you get to the higher tier of dungeons. Just that way you can kind of get more rep while you're also getting rep for the other factions as well. Alright, so next up we have the Fel Armaments. So these are a rare drop chance from any mobs that are able to drop Mark of Kil'jaeden or Mark of Sargeras. These are really cool because you're able to then turn them into the leader of the Aldor. Her name is Ishana, or Ishana, whatever you want to call her. But she's also located within the Aldor section of the city in Shattrath City, and she, in return for these armaments, will trade you and give you some holy dust. This holy dust is going to be very important and is actually used as like a currency to get special enchants, and let's go ahead and look at those enchants now. Alright, and here are your Dusty Awards. That's actually the worst fucking pun I've ever said, but whatever. Yeah, so this is basically what you can get with your holy dust. Keep in mind these are all shoulder enchants, but keep note that they cost different amounts of holy dust and also different reputation levels. For the first tier you can get the ones at honored, but exalted definitely have the better ones, and majority of these are probably going to be your best in slot shoulder enchants, whether it be pre-Erebus or even into some different phases of the Burning Crusade. So just feel free to pause the video, take a look, research which ones will be best for you. Perhaps none of these are best in slot for your class. It just depends, of course, at the end of the day. But yeah, that out of the way, there's a couple of other things that you can get from the Aldor faction. Of course, there's like, recipes and schematics and other stuff like that. There's so many different names for them, but I'm not really going to spend that much time on them just because I feel like this is primarily more for the shoulder enchant, because normally if you've already done research into your professions and stuff, you'll know which one is better for you. This one I just wanted to kind of highlight if you need to use this reputation to your advantage in terms of getting best in slot items and stuff like that. You at least know where, how, and who to talk to, farm, and where to go, essentially, to be able to get your reputation to the level that it needs to be. But yeah, this has been another quick guide in terms of just introducing the Aldor faction and what all they got and what all they bring to the table. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this style of video, this type of content, please feel free to leave a comment, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. It really helps me a lot, just so I know what I should be making in terms of content. I've still got probably another 3 or 4 videos to make in this series, but of course each video is giving me insight to other options that I can explore, so this series might go on a little bit longer than I anticipate, and that's completely fine with me. But that's it for today, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you soon in the next one. Peace.